what's the benefit here? Because someone's already,
Oh, yeah.
they already want to go to law school. Is this
Yeah.
person going to write a recommendation letter? Are they going to help them get into the law school and pull some strings? Or are we just going to make the connection now and then circle back in 3 years when it's time to look for a job?
No, that's a great question. So you want to be building relationships with these attorneys. It's not going to do you any good to have one meeting with them and then never follow up with them again. They're not going to remember who you are by the time you get out of law school. I mean, I don't remember people I've met last month. So like, I mean, if you come back to me in 3 years and ask me for a job, I'm going to be like, who? So, you need to be building relationships with them. And that's why we recommend, doing something like a mentoring program. There are mentoring programs offered by some universities where they'll connect you to their alumni who might be lawyers, and you can interact with them that way. But basically, you want to be interacting with him frequently, and so that's why in our mentoring program we have the plan where you pick 3 objectives. You're supposed to meet 1 to 2 times a month to accomplish each objective. So your initial term with the attorney will last about, anywhere from 1 month to 3 months, depending on which mentoring objectives you picked and how often you decided to meet with them. But I would suggest, even if you don't join our program, do that format with your mentor. When you talk to an attorney, don't just ask them straight out, like, can you be my mentor? Because they're not going to know what to work on with you. So get to know them first, build that rapport. In that first coffee meeting, ask them about, their journey, write down a few things that you thought were really interesting to you, things that you wanted to look up after, and, go out and do your research about that. And then come back to them and say, like, oh, you mentioned this and this and this, and I thought that was really interesting, but I want to know more. Would you be willing to sort of help me learn more about this practice area and mentor me, for a few months while I learn more about what you do? I think most people would be really receptive to it. And if that particular attorney is not receptive to it, just reach out to another one. I mean, don't be afraid. I literally, when I cold called attorneys out of a phone book, I called over 50 attorneys and I got shot down by every single one except for 3. So like,
Wow.
the odds were not great back then. So I think now people are a lot more used to being approached by strangers. So I think you'll be okay.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.